you have to have worked for these people and stuff like that. So it's really annoying in that regard. And the thing is, for my own projects, I at some point need to publish something. And then it might be easier to get into because I have something out there. I can show people. I can show people my student projects, and then they ask, okay, where can I play that game? Where can I get that game to play it myself? And then I say, I can't give it to you. It was a student project. That's the big problem there. Yeah. And one thing you need to be really careful about if you want to work on a project that looks awesome and has promise with other people, and they say, oh yeah, you will be paid, but we will pay you once it's published and you get percentages. Don't do it. Because you can never guarantee sales. And you can never guarantee success for stuff like that. You need to get money for your work kind of upfront or after you've done the work. And not as a promise. Maybe someday we make money with that game and then we can pay you. That doesn't work. That were some of the last interviews I had or contacts I had with some game companies, that they sounded like that, and nope. I'm kind of desperate. I need a job at some point, but the problem is I need the money at some point, and at some point soon. So I can't work for free and then maybe get some money in a year or two or whatever. I'm not sure what you're trying to ask there. Um, Thing is, you can't buy food with exposure. There's a really good comic somewhere. I need to find it. I'm not sure if I can find it now. Because exposure doesn't get you money. Exposure is nice and gets you noticed by people, maybe somewhere, but you can't buy anything from exposure. and the you need to have something released, and once you have done that, then you sometimes don't need to look for a job anymore because you already have a job. But the transition is kind of the problem. So the process of making a game that at some point will be published and will get you money at some point. That's the big problem. The big indie game developer problem. How do I put food on the table so I don't starve during my game design, game production phase? I think the best scenario for indie devs is if they are students who live at home and don't need to pay for anything. And that's the perfect scenario for for indie dev. If you don't need to pay for anything, someone else is paying for your food, your rent, or whatever, then go for it. Otherwise, maybe not. Or if it's just a hobby project, then go for it anyway, because then it doesn't matter. But if you're trying to make money with your game, you need to have money to live off. And that's something I have a problem with at the moment, because I'm unemployed and don't have any income. But I'm trying to figure out ways to help me there. So I hope I didn't discourage you with, with all of that. Yeah. Thank you. But like I said, I would say completely independent of what your situation is, go for it. Try to make your game and get the experience there. That's important. And another thing, really discouraging there. Your first project will suck. It will be horrible. So you need to keep that in mind. Don't pick your first project as something you really love to make. Make something you can stand to make. And make that as good as you can. It will suck anyway. And you can throw it away. You don't even have to tell people about it. But you learn a lot from it. That's the important part. Oh, that's good, yeah. Oh, nice. Nice. Okay. Yep, that's a good background. Yep. Okay, yeah. Okay, then you're in the lucky position that you don't have to worry about that part, yeah. And yeah, I would say go for it. Make games. As many as you want.